Something we've only seen less than a handful of times since this franchise was born back in the 90s, and that's Jacksonville hosting in the playoffs as we welcome you to TIAA Bank Field. Tonight, it's the AFC's turn to take center stage as we've got a wild card matchup on tap between the Indianapolis Colts and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Rodgers on the return. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up 2nd down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A gain of 32 that time.
Big plays always wind up being a big theme as we get rolling in these playoffs, and the defenses that can avoid giving them up, but they're the teams that tend to go far. You may not eliminate those big plays, but if you can limit them, then you've got a chance to get to the ultimate game.
1st and 10, Taylor now. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
He was brought down by
that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
He's got Burton here.
Rodgers pass.
And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars 16.
Gain of 18 on the play. 1st down, Indianapolis.
Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. The linebacker, Miles Jack, able to knock that one away. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They give to Taylor out of the gun. He will push his way down to about the 14. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Sidney Jones. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And certainly, look, you're on the road in the playoffs. That is a suboptimal start, opening drive INT.
And, partner, sometimes I wonder, do these teams talk about it to such an extent that maybe you almost talk yourself into the turnover when you're trying to avoid it?
Yeah, maybe they get a little too worried about keeping the football, and then you give it to the other team right off the bat. And, look, we said it, on the road, this is just a terrible, terrible start for them.
It is, and now they've got to rely on their defense.
James White's first carry. And he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Darius Leonard, the linebacker. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Miles Jack there to make the tackle.
Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Oh, they go with a tight end carry. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. They'll give him a yard on the play, and it'll result in a fresh set of downs. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor, 35 yards. And the Colts are going to take a first-quarter lead. And this is good to make it 7-0 Indy.
Makes the score Colts 7, Jaguars 0.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Taken from about the 12. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. The linebacker, Fred Warner, right there on the coverage.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
On 2nd down, it's White. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And they work this well upfield across the 45. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Shepard. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Give him back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another first down. Flushed out right. Completes this again to Shepard. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. It's a gain of 35.
first down and goal to go.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Malik Hooker. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 4-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down. After 7-0 on EA Sports. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And Rodgers is going to go down in the end zone. It's a safety. And Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. On 2nd down, here's a keeper by the QB. A quick throw. Here's Shepard. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there? Swarming to it and not allowing that to happen. Did not let him get downfield.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He's got his tight end, Oliver. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Back to throw again. Looking for Shepard deep. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls, and you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1.
Yo, 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 yo. Yo. Shit.
And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Being chased out left. Oh, he almost had the rare interception. The big fella couldn't hang on, though. Incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down. Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. Fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 15-yard line. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return, and the Colts are going to take over, albeit deep in their own territory. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20.
Taken down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
On second down, it's Taylor. He's got a first down past the 30. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor, 81 yards. And the Colts strike quickly here for 6 points. Point after, right down the middle. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. A short kick taken at the 18. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Corey Willis. So his struggle is just continuing here in the first half, throwing the football, Charles. Now 3 interceptions.
And they don't feel like they're just great plays by the defense. There's a sense that maybe he's a little careless with the football now. So some of the great coaches in the past, you know, they've always said, I can't teach you, obviously, because you're not listening. So maybe the bench can teach you. He's got to be careful now. He might get pulled.
And the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Trying to get that one to his running back, Marlon Mack. And now it's second down.
It's now second and 10.
Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go. Whip. Watch the whip.
They'll run with Taylor. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
And it's third down.
To throw on 3rd down, Rodgers. And that will be incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line.
14-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. And he'll be taken down at the 18. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Now a pass dropped off here for James White. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. 11 yards there, first down.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen, because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
Check. Here we go.
Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain.
Let's go one more. Switch it, switch it.
And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And the return will stop right around the 25. Oh, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game, go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. On the counter, it's Taylor. The tackle by Quincy Williams. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
And he's got his man. That's Landry. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Complete to
Jarvis Landry, 53 yards. And the Colts are able to grow their lead. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
Fielded right around the 8. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. Room to run at the 50. Still going inside the 30. And he won't get all the way into the end zone as he's out of bounds, but not before getting it down inside the 10.
Similar to golf, you never want to count a score before it actually happens, but you have to figure. They thought they were going to get 6 on that play. Great effort to keep them out of the end zone, but a big-time return.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's got it. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
at the 3-yard line.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Tighten up, tighten up.
To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. Kenny Moore that time there on the coverage.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. It's the fullback as the first half is winding down. And the Jaguars make some inroads here on that deficit. So the Jags will keep the offense out there as they'll decide to go for 2. Again, he'll drop to throw. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further.
21, Jaguars 10. Aldrich Rosa set to kick off.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Rodgers now on first down. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
K'Lavon Chaisson
In there to get him. It's a loss of 5. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Another try after the first down sack. Rodgers.
This will be taken in by Michael Pittman.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on third down. A final shot before half for Rodgers. And that is incomplete. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach and our EA Sports halftime report.
Rodrigo Blankenship to kick off for Indianapolis.
Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Out to the right here to Shepard. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Brings up second.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. They run. Robinson. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11.
At the 46-yard line.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep open. He's got it at the 15. And he'll be taken down, but first he gets deep into Indianapolis territory.
Still all sorts of time left in this game, and you'd like to be able to say take it one play at a time. But the truth is, they're probably going to have to hit on a few big plays in the passing game to close this gap, and that's a good start right there.
On first down, it's Robinson. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
2nd and 5. Escaping the pressure right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. They defer to White out of the shotgun. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
So a decent drive there to start the 3rd quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25.
25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. They'll run on first down. It's Taylor. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
2nd and 12. At the 20.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Let's go, Heavy. Hey, take 26. Tactical. Give me some. Give me some. Here we go.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got him. And he'll be out right at the 35. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too.
Indianapolis.
They run the counter. It's Taylor, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
2nd and 12 at the 33-yard line.
Check. 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 26. Box it, box it, box it, box it. Check. Coming.
On 2nd and 12, Rodgers. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
Hey, watch the slant.
On first down, Taylor. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
44 is Mike. Check, check.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins.
Rodgers pass.
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him because
If he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
44's Mike. 44's Mike. Check. Bring it.
From the gun, it's Taylor. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down.
Goal, Indianapolis.
1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll run here with Taylor. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
27 Mike. 27 Mike. Mike, go in. Watch the slant. Put it 50. Hey, you block over here. Hey, check, Mike.
Throwing now is Rodgers. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. Now an option play on 2nd down. Here's a quick throw out left. That's caught. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give them 25 yards.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown.
Mike's 50. Mike's 50.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. He'll drop it underneath to White. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Flush to his right. And he's going to keep it here. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a 1st down.
How many times have we seen this late in the 4th quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. They were trying to get it there to Sterling Shepard. That'll bring up 2nd down.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
I got you. I got you. Check. 50. 19 tight. 19 tight. 3's light.
And his throw is incomplete. Laviska Shenault, the intended target. And it's 3rd down.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. On third down, he'll drop to throw. He'll fight his man, Laviska Shenault. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to fourth down. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Looking middle, and that's complete. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job in avoiding the big hit.
No gain on the play there, so they're left with a third down and 6. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarter.
And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Jaguars move back within a couple of the lead. So here we go now as the Jaguars will go for 2. And he's got it. The conversion good, and we are tied in the fourth. Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted the tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done. Get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And it's all on the line now, all even in this wild card matchup. Maybe their most important drive of the season coming up right now here, 1st and 10. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
At the 29-yard line.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He's got Burton here. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
Indianapolis.
Now Rodgers. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
A gain of 13 yards. First down, Colts.
Taylor. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They go to the ground again with Taylor. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with third down coming up.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
A couple extra tight ends into formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. They hand off to their big tight end. end. And he is going to have a Colts first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Pull it together. Check three.
They run with Taylor. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
Think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
And they will take a knee and set up what would be a potential game-winning field goal try. And we are set for a great finish as that timeout comes in with 2 seconds to go in this football game. Every eye in the stadium fixated on Rodrigo Blankenship. This to advance to the divisional round. And the kick is good. He got it.
Is good.
And it's official now. They're going to the playoffs. Their season ends here. A tough way to go out.
And the goal was to not just get to the wild card game, which they did, but to win it. And so now, how negative do you look at that? They got there, had an opportunity, and for some teams, they have to lose games like this before they learn how to win them in later seasons.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. From Jacksonville, good night, everybody.